quality's not great. I wonder if that's... Oh, nice, I got myself a crown. Hey, Karen. The quality's not great. I wonder... Like, it's real blurry for me when I'm... Hey, Joker, what's up? Alright, let's go. Let's do this. I'm not thrilled with the quality, but... Yeah, the quality's kind of bad for me. I'm not sure why that is. Maybe it's just... Can you read how many... Okay, tell me how many little satellites, and there's a satellite next to the position indicator. How many satellites do you see? Because I can't read it on my own phone. The number of satellites. Somebody tell me the number of satellites, and I'll believe you that the quality is great. Yeah, 17! Okay. So the problem seems to be coming through on my... Maybe it's because I'm broadcasting and coming through on my own Wi-Fi. So I'll talk a little bit about droning if you guys want. This is a purely 100% recreational flight only. Testing out some streaming, and if you guys can read that 17 satellite signal next to the position on top, then the quality is indeed going to be fine. We're in a spot that we can always... This is a DJI Mavic Pro 2, I think. Mavic Pro 2. We always have to keep visual line of sight on our drone, so we can't make sure we go out of our own line of sight. And also, until I get used to this, I won't be able to read the chat all the time, because I'm using two screens here. One to fly, one to check the chat, and of course we always have to keep visual line of sight on the drone. That's one of the laws. Up on my roof, though, we can see from... shall we check the top of the parking garage? I think I could see over there. At least if the drone was high enough. See that? 391. It stops well before... It stops well before the legal height maximum of 400 feet. We always have to make sure we're not above moving vehicles, and that's directly above moving vehicles, right? We're above a moving vehicle right there, but we're not directly above it. Check out what's going on. All right, I still have line of sight, and we got a great view of the parking garage here. And we'll make sure that nobody's below us, right? We always have to make sure that, so we'll go like right above, like this corner here. See that, how we're above people, but we're not directly above people? And now we have to get out of the way. See, we're not even above that guy. We're above the parking spaces. And once again, guys, if you can read how many satellites are connecting to me on the top row next to the position symbol, if you can read that number, the quality is great. I cannot read that on my phone that I'm watching on, but that's probably because I'm doing all this stuff at the same time on my Wi-Fi. $18? Yep, that's right. Perfect. All right, well, I'm really happy with the quality. If you guys are happy with it, I'm sure I'll be able to, I'll be able to go back and watch it later. But how cool is this, guys? Gilbert by night. In a perfect world, if I had, infinite time and infinite money for batteries, you could just drive around with the motorcycle and the drone in the trunk, and you're a cop watching machine. Always got to make sure that nobody's below us. And you can set up your controller to where you can easily snap it. See, look. We got a control that we can snap the camera down real quick to check below us. We try our best to be very safe, and we are very safe because we follow all the rules and everything. And a lot of the rules are going to be updating, changing soon. they're realizing that a lot of the rules are designed around if the drone fails somehow and falls out of the sky, avoiding problems, and that happens that doesn't really happen that often where a drone injures something or someone falling out of the sky. So they're adjusting the laws as necessary. See, look, now we're above the sidewalk there. Good view of Champions. Always love seeing the water tower there, right? This is another spot that's kind of fun to hang out. I'll show you guys. Wait for the car, of course, right? If you go right here, you can catch some people in this skylight sometimes. By the way, I do not use this for creeping on people. I'm not a creep. But sometimes you can see people in there. I've seen people here, you know, on the balcony, and they'll wave at the drone. But another cool spot that you can sort of sit above is this other building, like we were before on the intersection. And I need to figure out how to work the controls, because I know I can get better at night than this. Every camera counts. Yeah, Mavic Mini is going to be the way to go because it's totally unregulated based on weight. You won't have to mess with the FAA or anything. So that's what I would do. See, Gilbert Road is particularly safe and cool to drone in because of these buildings. I can stay above these buildings and this dirt lot that's below us now. And I only feel comfortable droning here at night because I know the area, I know how tall most of the things are around here. I know what may be an obstacle. I would not, even though it's legal, I would not recommend droning at night. If you saw me earlier, I crashed the drone into my own tree in the front yard on a drone test. And if you cause any type of accident above that's worth more than $500, you would be required to report it to the FAA. And this is safe along here. This is all railroad track, sidewalk. Is that a cop? No. This is a really nice spot to hang out because there's no tall obstacles. There's never going to be someone or a moving car below at the edge of this building, and we can get an awesome shot of this major intersection. I probably have to clean my lens after crashing into the tree. That might be why it's focusing funny. As you can see from the top bar, we have about 6 minutes of flight time. The little H symbol in the yellow zone represents, at that point, we'll only really have enough battery to come back home. So it will automatically do that. It'll give us warnings and stuff. But I have another battery. And I'll go ahead and plug it in. Why not? I took the time to set all this up, so once we get down to about 5 minutes, I'll head back to headquarters, swap out the batteries, and continue. And as you can imagine, in the daytime, it's much more incredible. And now I know how to get this set up and working. It's that weird truck. It's from heaven. It's the heavenly truck. We don't have any purpose. This is a purely recreational flight, 100% recreational. And as you can see, we're getting close. We're getting close to our home point, so I'll go ahead and head back to headquarters and swap out the battery, and we'll continue the stream if you guys want. I can take a break and answer some questions before I swap out the battery. Okay, guys, give me a minute to swap out the batteries, and I'll be right back. Alright, guys, what's up? I'll take a couple of minutes and chat before we take off again. We got a full battery and we can hopefully see some cool stuff. Yeah, Mesa police are a lot more serious and dark, it seems. I guess it's a bigger, more dangerous town, though, right? Yeah, unfortunately, I saw that live stream from Boulder today. It's pretty crazy stuff. I could totally do that. Dina? Did I say that right? Dina? Dina? Alright, guys, I'm taking off again. Yeah, just travel up and down Main Street, or Southern. Here we go. you guys haven't seen my fireworks video, go check it out. It's really, really awesome. You could just see fireworks for miles and miles around, just going nuts off into this whole distance. It was really crazy. Railroad tracks are another pretty safe place to follow above. Just missed that guy. Oh, they're scooters. I thought they were like doing weird skateboard tricks with their arms or something. What are we looking at? You can also go over here, which is nice, because one, it's just a dirt field with nothing here, and two, it's like actually fenced in, so nobody can get in there beneath you, and you can be almost sure of that. Yeah, Corey, I saw that. I saw that live stream. Unfortunately, I'm glad that there's a cameraman on scene, though. For unfortunate things need to be seen, I think. Corey's definitely not fake. Cool, guys. Well, this one wasn't super exciting. We're coming up on about 10 minutes or so, 12 minutes, but it fluctuates, of time left before the battery dies. But as you can see, looks like we got it up and running. That means we can do some drone stuff in the daytime this week, and we'll be able to see, obviously, much more stuff. But thanks for checking this out and testing it with me. And Corey, depending on, there are a couple of things about no blood. That doesn't surprise me at all. Number one, we were so far away that you couldn't see blood even if there was any. We obviously saw blood on the guy with the handcuffs getting led away on his leg. Number two, it's totally possible to get shot and not be gushing blood. Depending on what type of ammunition you use and what type of caliber it is and stuff, it could make a pretty clean hole through you without much terrible bleeding. And number three, it's Colorado, and it was cold. Everybody was real bundled up. Even if there was a massive amount of blood, it probably would have just got caught in everybody's large clothes. This is a nice church we can always stay above. and get right up into Gilbert Police business in this parking lot. Anywhere above all these buildings is fine and totally legal. This whole area is non-restricted airspace. And we can do more of the more interesting drone features when it's safer during the daytime when we can see everything. Yeah, I'm never going to beg for donations or anything, but I am going to set up a tipping system. I think pretty soon my channel will be able to be monetized. I'm definitely not interested in making money from YouTube. It's a fun hobby for me, but I probably will be setting up a tipping system, and if anybody were to tip, 100% of that money would go towards things like drone batteries, equipment, and fees right back into the channel, 100%. So, but like I said, I'm not gonna be begging for money or I hope I never beg for anything, right? Let's check out the flags before we go. U.S. and then Arizona, or U.S. and then POW and then Arizona? Alright, we're coming up on that time, so I'm going to head back to headquarters. We have to check that nobody's directly beneath us. And we fly off into the night. But you can see how kind of ridiculous that it's kind of ridiculous flying over a moving car at 400 feet in the air. If there was some kind of issue, the car would be long moved away from the problem by the time it hit the ground. You know what I mean? Even 100 feet up or whatever. So a lot of these rules are kind of outdated and don't really align with reality. A lot of them will be changing. there's my little sunflower. I hope it'll be a sunflower room. All those will grow up to be 10 feet tall sunflowers, and inside we can hang out. No, not takeoff. Alright. We'll stare into infinity. Yeah. Stay tuned, guys. We're going to be doing more drone stuff during the daytime next time. It'll be much, much more interesting. Enjoy this brief look into infinity. This is the secret to time travel. I'll have to go back and read the chat. I didn't really read any of them. I'll have to go back and see what you guys say. I love checking up with you guys. But thanks for joining me. I'm going to probably go to bed here pretty quick. But thanks for watching. I love you guys.